All right, it's Power 92. We are number one in the streets. Your midday girlfriend, Money Mayha. Chicago is in the building, baby.
Yes.
Lil Keisha, we got LSTREETZ, we got Shawnna.
We here. We so excited to be here with you. Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. I found out about this interview like a week and a half ago. I'm like, yes.
Shout out to Biggity Bam.
Shout out to Bam.
Always coming through with the support. I mean, for years.
Yeah.
We just love her. So grateful for her.
You guys are family here. I mean, I feel like every single personality here knows you guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how does that feel? And what is it like? I always tell artists, because I don't know if you guys know, but I work with artists now. Like, I'm definitely tapped into that side. And I feel like it's so important to know your DJs,
yes,
your personalities, your influencers, your whoever. So tell me about that if you guys agree.
Well, I'll go in first because I've been here with you guys the longest.
Yeah.
I feel like we've grown together.
Yeah.
We've been through so many years, albums, shows, meet and greets and everything together. Everyone's gotten older together. So it's more like family here with Power 92. This is I don't want to get myself in trouble with any other radio stations, but I come here first. I'm sorry. I do. Because it's just like home. You know, we've been so close, and so Shondale and I do our events together.
Yes.
So it's just much more of a family fabric here at Power 92, and I just appreciate you guys so much. So I love bringing my artists here to join you guys so they can feel that warmth and that welcoming as well.
Now, I don't know if you guys heard that, but Shawnna has artists, which means Shawnna has a record label.
Yes, I do.
So talk about that and then introduce your artist.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to announce that I finally jumped off the porch and developed Guy Entertainment Group.
Yes.
I'm actually going on 5 years of having this, and it just
why am I just finding out?
I was just nervous, didn't know where to go, didn't know how to start.
Okay.
This is just me, you know what I mean? It was just me, and my DJ Gino.
Okay,
he was the one who really encouraged me and pushed me to step out in a whole nother leaf and get in my CEO bag and behind the scenes, because I always wanted to be behind the scenes and like help artists and help them bring their vision to life. So what I purposely do with my artists is make sure that they're already an entity within themselves. Because I'm tired. I don't have time to build you. You know what I'm saying? I want an artist that already understands what it takes. You got your socials intact. You got your websites intact. You know how to sell product, and you know how to be a brand. So with that being said, I would like to introduce you to Guy Entertainment Group's first artist, and they're females, LSTREETZ and Lil Keisha.
How does it feel, ladies?
It feel good. It's a blessing to be able to do this. Me and Shawnna have been working for quite some time. So yeah, like I'm excited to be able to work with her. On
this, and how long have you been signed?
Recent.
Okay, that's what it is.
But I've been working with her for like 10 years, since 2012.
Okay, and what about you, Lil Keisha?
We locked in from social media, and then from there we just built a relationship and was kicking it and hanging out and started doing music. And from there, she's a real one. She like a big sister, and she makes sure that, like she said, I got what it takes. She just makes sure she pushed the real ones, then make sure that we doing right on the right track.
Yes,
absolutely.
For sure. Yeah. It's like I don't sign artists exclusively because I'm not a major company. So I know that there will be a time that a major company will want to sit down with you and present you with a better opportunity than I can. And me being an artist and now in the CEO seat, I know the importance of not blocking that. Because what's most important to me is our relationship, our friendship, our sisterhood. I'm going to get to the money. I don't need to rob you and take pennies off of your dollars to be who I need to be. So I don't sign exclusively. What the work that you do with me is the work that I make money off of. If you get an opportunity to go off and do something else, that's solely yours. And you control that completely. That's what Guy Entertainment is bringing to Chicago.
I love that.
Teaching artists how to be independent.
Yes. And, talk about that too, because I feel like when I'm meeting a lot of artists, they're looking for management and they're looking to get signed right away.
Yes.
And I'm telling these people, like, you know, I've been in these label meetings and I see what they're talking about. And a lot of this you still need to work on before we get there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times these artists don't even need a label.
No.
So can you talk about that and, like, you know, doing the independent thing and going from, because you were signed at a point too,
Yeah.
to a major. And can you talk about that journey?
Well, it's absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that,
Yeah.
because it's just the difference in time.
Yeah.
We're now in the digital days. Back when I signed with Def Jam in the early 2000s, there was no way I could get on the internet and sell my own music. There was no way that I can go out and push. Of course, I could sell them out of the trunk, but I wouldn't be able to make it to the masses and be, you know, like right now I can jump on social media right now and they can see me in Ukraine. You know what I mean? And they can know to go purchase my music. That wasn't available then. So it was pertinent that you go and get with a major label
Yeah.
to give you that
Push.
international push. But now that you have social media and just the digital era, you're able to do that on your own. A lot of times signing into a record deal or a management situation can also be a debt.
Oh my gosh. When
You
I
know what I'm
tell
saying?
you, the lawyer that I work with said 94% of the artists he works with are in debt.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're big artists, but they're in debt because
Seriously.
they don't know about the recouping and they just think
Yeah.
$700,000. Let me get my new chain.
Yeah. Yeah. And that debt gains interest.
Oh yeah.
And it comes along with a lot of other, this was before the 360 deals, but things came along once we were signed into contracts in those early 2000s, like ringtones and things like that. And there were fine print that these record labels understood to keep in that paperwork that allowed them complete access to the, you know, monetizing that. And they took it, you know, it was theirs. And that always left an imprint on me to know that, okay, I got to learn the game for real. I
Yeah.
got to be my own lawyer. I got to be my own manager. I got to be my own producer.
Hell yeah.
I got to be my own assistant. I got to be my own road manager. You have to be thoroughly involved in every aspect of your career in order to be successful and make money and not be, like you said, in debt. So what I like to do is the artists that I have really came to me and said, I want to be with you.
Okay.
And I prefer that because that means you trust me. And I teach them what I've learned. Of course, I'm going to make mistakes. Of course, I don't know everything, but I preach that to them as well. Hey, look, this is just me. I'm a startup company. It's only me with my experience and my resources. If you're ready to ride with that, we're going to rock out. And I give them that. And I think they respect that even more rather than me coming and blowing a bunch of smoke in your face and telling you I can do things knowing that I can't. You know, and that happens in the industry. And a lot of artists know that. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for spilling the tea and telling the secrets, but it's time.
No, I'm glad you are. I feel like you are being so raw and authentic right now
you.
about it. And not a lot of people are doing this because they are in that mindset of, I just need that label deal.
No, you got to really learn it. You got no, it's label deals are good. Don't get me wrong, but you have to know how to leverage them.
Know the business.
Yeah.
Know the business. Get you a good lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what are some things that you, LSTREETZ and Lil Keisha, what have you learned that you may have not known about the industry had you not kept people like Shawnna in your circle?
For me, building resources on your own as an artist, that's super important. Building relationships. You know, usually, like a lot of times when people sign with artists, you have to still be a grinder and have a huge work ethic on your own. You can't just solely just ride off of who you're signed to. People get comfortable with that. And it's like, no, you have to still go create on your own, still work your butt off on your own, and build with the DJs, not labels, but like just everybody in the industry.
Yeah.
You have to build a rapport by yourself too as an artist. And then when you know who you're working with or who you sign to, it just goes hand in hand. It's easy for them to push you, and it's easy for you to push yourself. You don't kind of run into no issues.
Yeah.
You're both working.
Yeah, and you don't have to rush into anything either.
No.
They be on your
Yeah.
And see, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's a lot of people that thinking like you can just do it overnight. You gotta like really put the work in and like do the resources, like find resources and like really network with people. You'll get people that come in and won't even introduce themselves and don't even know who in the building. It's like you can have the internet, that's a good thing, but you also gotta have like the hand in hand, and you gotta know how to deal with people and build those relationships and build those business ships and everything, you know, and like really put the work in. Like it's not just gonna happen overnight. You gotta really put the work in and really like you say, people, like I used to ask for management. It's like, I don't even got nothing to manage. Let me stop. Figure it all out. Start writing everything down and really get a plan and put it together and then really execute.
Strategy matters so much. Yeah. Having a plan, executing.
Absolutely.
Well, now that I know how you guys kind of all linked up, because that was one of my questions, like, how did this happen? Let's talk about Run It Back and why this was important for right now, why y'all had to run it back together. You know, I know you're a feature too. So, like, tell me about the project, why it's called Run It Back. I want to get into the single and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We being very transparent. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I think that's what artists and consumers need nowadays, because there's just so much going on in the industry. That's fake and the facade.
I'm tired of the fluff.
Yeah.
We need some realness. So
Yeah.
Streets and I have known each other well over 10 years. And I used to take her on tour with me. She used to open up with me. I used to, you know, have her on a few records here and there. I had some management that I've since got rid of. And they would always push me, you should sign her, you should sign her. And I was just like, I'm having problems with you. So why would I bring her in and I'm not even happy in this situation, you know? So after that, I think Streets was at a really young age and didn't really understand that. It more so came off as I'm not rocking with her. So we parted ways, and she went off and worked with some other people in the industry, and she was able to learn that I really had her back. I was really one of the realest people that was giving it to you in the raw. So we came back by way of Jameen.
Okay.
Jameen was like, hey, y'all need to squash that. Y'all not even really mad at each other. Life just started life. And, you know, I'm a mom for you know, priority. I'm a mom. That's my number one job. So just life started life, and then we just got distant. And Jameen was like, yo, y'all need to talk. Y'all need to get up with each other. Y'all still working. Streets was making moves in the gaming industry.
I seen that.
I had my label. Jameen like, look, I'm finna put y'all on the phone. So Streets was like, yo, I'm back from LA. I'm in town. Let's link up. Let's go out. Let's eat. Let's go get some drinks and eat. And it just snowballed. It snowballed. She was like, one of my favorite producers is here, which is Church Boy Scotty.
Yes,
shout out to
Church Boy Scotty.
She was like, we got a studio that he works out at, Twister and Toxic, producer Toxic. They have a studio out in New Lenox.
Okay.
And shout out to Toxic too, because he opened his doors to us. He didn't charge no money.
Period.
He said, y'all just come here and use it like it's yours.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Once we had that liberty and that freedom to just sit and marinate with each other, we started to see something, and we were like, this is it.
Yeah,
this is it.
Because he produced the whole project, right?
Yes, he did. And it was like, soon as the beat would come on, we instantly had the vibe, we had the context, we had the cadences. And he's not just a push button producer. He plays instruments, so it's even more like magical in the studio, because it's 100% real music. You know what I mean?
That feels so good. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's honestly how it came about. We were 80% done with the project within a month. And within that time, Keisha reached out to me, and she was working on her own project.
Okay.
She was like, Shawnna, I got this song I want you to get on. It's crazy. I was honestly scared of it, because the way she went crazy on it, I was like, look, you got to give me some time, because I can't let you eat me down on this one. So I had her come out to the studio we were working at, and the chemistry just kicked off. Like, you know, her Streets and Keisha had a record that they released
Go up.
before Streets and I got in the studio. So see, the pieces were just all coming together.
I love that.
And
organically, it seemed like,
it just made sense. It just really made sense. And we all have the same goal, is to just show the world our talents. We're not competing with nobody. We're not trying to step on nobody's toes. We're not trying to take nobody's place. We just love music. We love our artistry, and I think that's where it came from.
Yeah.
And the title Run It Back came from all of these years that we were supposed to do something, and we did it, and we was like, hey, it's time to run it back.
Yeah. And you guys are running it back, and you guys kind of like just jumped into it deep, because I was telling them earlier, like, I don't know how long this interview is going to be because they got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the new album.
And I'm trying not to babble, but I'm so
Do you
excited
have
and
a
just
lot
tell you
happening?
everything that's going on.
Like, I know y'all had to see that video of King Louis talking about somebody tell me who to talk to about the Chicago songs. I was cracking up because the next day I seen y'all post and I'm like, they're about to do the pitch.
Yes. Do you know if I had $1 for everybody who was hitting me? Shout out to King Louis though. That's my guy.
Shout
I
out
love
to
him
Louis,
to death.
man.
That's
He was
Chicago.
just here on
That's one
Sunday.
of the Chicago's finest. And it's so many people hit me about that. They
At
was like,
Shawnna.
they was like, oh look, Louis trying to do what y'all getting ready to do. And I was like, yeah,
I was on the floor.
they need to, Sox need to come on and grab some, Chicago artists, and we need to rally behind the Sox as well and support them. And they getting behind us and supporting us. So I think it's a beautiful thing for everybody to
You
get
just
involved.
said the most important thing. And I think it's so relatable to music too, because you said we have to support the Sox too. And that's how it is.
Yes.
Like artists need to support who they want to rock with them too. Like you can't just be like, hey, play my record, G. Can you play my record? Put me in rotation.
No, it's not like that. I've always said that the
That's so
radio
important.
DJs and the artists are the brothers and sisters of the industry.
Yep.
We are the ones that get kicked and shunned and moved around and in the same capacity. So I looked up and I was like, yo, what? We together. Hey, we can't even get in. You know what I'm saying? We out here together. So why don't we do our own thing and develop our own movement and stick together and rock like that? And I think now, slowly but surely, artists and DJs and tastemakers and things like that, I finally got it, and we are really sticking together because our release party was
crazy.
Tell me about it. I'm so sad I had to miss it. Tell me about it.
Because we got to run it back.
What was your favorite parts of it?
Oh my God, we got to run it back. You guys go ahead. I've been talking about
the whole party was my favorite part of
Yeah.
it. Like, I mean, the turnout was crazy.
I saw behind the scenes. It was really nice.
Man. I was trying not to cry the whole time.
Were you there too?
Yeah, it was super lit. Yeah.
Yes.
They ran every song. Everybody wanted to play every song like every time. Like run that one back, run that one back, run that one back. No Skip Scotty. That's what they called him.
Yeah, that's where he got the nickname that night.
I love
from Jameen,
that.
of course. She is really the force behind the machine.
I love that. So was it hard to narrow it down to just 9 tracks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We did
can't-
like, over 30?
Yeah.
And when we went back to listen to all the songs, we were like, damn, like, I don't know how we gonna get it to 9.
Yeah, I just didn't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm saying, the attention span of the consumer is
Listen,
like 0.5
Honey,
seconds.
songs are a minute 30 nowadays, okay?
That's
Sounds
a full song.
You can't overdo it. We got to take the best and then narrow that down to the best of the best and narrow that even more so down to the best of the best of the best.
Yes.
And that's what we give them right now because we pushing them out like nothing. So it's nothing for us to go back in there and do it again. And mind you, this was us just getting started with nerves and not knowing if we would have support and not knowing how everybody would receive it.
How has it been
Now
received?
we know we got support and everybody is receiving it. So imagine when we go in the studio now, we gonna big dog them
Y'all,
records. At
I
first it was
love
like, do you
this.
like it? I hope you like it. Here it is. Next time it's gonna be like,
Listen to that shit. It's tight.
okay,
It's good.
we in here, you know?
Okay, from the whole project, which song is y'all personal favorite and why?
Y'all go first.
Look, that's
Didn't I tell you that was my favorite? That's my favorite one too.
the way we went back and forth on the record. It was fun, and that was
Yeah.
our first record we cut together.
Shut
out of
up.
all the years.
I
Yeah.
love hearing about creative process of records when I hear them and I'm like, but that song, I don't know what it was that stuck out to me. I don't know.
I think it's just the showcase of our skill set rather than just trying to pop ish and say we this and we that and we bad and we got money and we'll take your man and all
had
that.
fun with
the
We
rest of it.
literally were like, we took it back to the essence of showing skill, like a competition. If we had to put this record into a competition with other artists, not just female artists, this is the one we would go with because it showcases complete skill.
Yeah.
And how you can get on a record and do your ish.
Yes. What about you, Keisha? Because
Mine
we know
is,
you're on there.
Yeah, King Sass, of course. But yeah, I like 4-5. Can't trust nobody.
Yeah, that's a favorite of a lot of people. Yeah, I talked to, of course, I called Luda and Shaka. Hey,
Yes.
listen to my,
What'd they say?
Tell me what you think. So Luda, he's in Africa right now, so I didn't really get to hear from him yet. His daughter just turned 4. His youngest daughter just turned 4. So he's out doing big things out there. But Shaka hit me back immediately. And he was still being the same old Shaka. He's like, look, now, you know I'm a fan, but at the same time, I'm a critic. And the worst thing that he said was, we need more storytelling out of you.
Okay.
He was like, other than that, it's a hit. You didn't miss. And for Shaka to just only say that,
yeah.
Oh, it's golden. I can't wait to leave. Now, when we leave here, we're going to have drinks because we celebrating. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's someone who has ridden alongside of an icon. And chosen records and pushed records and failed and accomplished and won all at the same time at a multi-platinum status.
It's beautiful.
So to hear him give me that feedback, and it was nothing bad, it was just really encouraging me to add more to it.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask
Come
for
on
any more.
now. I love that. How do y'all family feel about everything y'all got going on?
Oh, they love it. They so supportive. All my brothers and sisters are older than me, and they don't go nowhere. They come outside for me, baby. They come outside. They gonna be at the Sox game. They was at the listening party.
I know that's right.
They be at the video shoots, and we all got siblings, and we know as you get older, you get more distant. And for this to be like this now, and they just really come and rally around me and support me because it's Guy Entertainment Group. So first and foremost, this is us.
Yeah.
This is our name. This is our legacy.
1,000%.
So it's very important for me to have a family.
And the
there.
kids, like, what do they think?
Oh, my kids, they act. I'm just mom.
Yeah.
I'm just mom. But I was like that in
But
the
mom
house
is
with my
Shawnna.
daddy.
Like,
they look at me like, you're in the house with Buddy, Guy, and I'm like, no, that's Daddy.
that's my dad.
That's Daddy.
But
Buddy
he
Guy
was in
is.
Sinners.
Yeah, right. It's like, they like it, but I get it. So I don't even. I just relate to how I was as a kid. I never was like, oh, you're a superstar, Dad. Let me make you some bacon and eggs here.
Yeah.
It was just like, can you make my breakfast?
Mama, I'm hungry.
So.
What
I don't
about
know. What
y'all
about y'all
families
families?
just watching this happen?
My sisters and my parents love it. They've seen me work so hard for a very long time.
Yeah.
So they are like, finally, like, don't you want to do something else by now? You know what I'm saying? So now they seeing everything finally going where it's going.
Aligning.
And they like, yes.
Yeah.
They mamas love me.
Period.
Yeah,
I
that's
was about to say, I brought my
Both
mama
mamas
to the listening party. And she was like, that's cold hard, ain't it? She was pointing at everybody, and she was like, "Oh, Shawnna's just so beautiful. She just like she the number one
so
fan."
sweet.
And I be telling her like, "Don't get in these places fanning out, Mom."
Okay.
But all my sisters rocking with everything. They playing the songs. At my sister work at the hospital in St. Louis. All the nurses want my autograph and everything.
That is so cute.
Yes.
When my pops was in the hospital, this man could not tell people that I was his. He would not stop telling people I was his daughter.
Of course.
So every time I would go visit him, they'd be like, "Yeah, your daddy's good, but my son rap." And here's his mixtape. I'm like, "Dad, can you please shut up?" Yes. But you mentioned Luda, and I'm so glad you did because I'm wondering, like, what's your relationship? Are you guys still tight, cool, all that?
I'm gonna sum that up in a text that I just sent him recently because I was dealing with some family personal issues and I needed him to help me out with something. And he instantly, in a heartbeat. And I sent him a text and I was like, I'm just so grateful that through everything, we still are family.
I love
And that is what sums it up. Nothing goes right within any business. Nothing is going to be perfect within any industry you're in. And people know that. And I think what's most important is when you can hold on to those friendships throughout that.
Important, special.
That's what it was meant to be. Because I'm a woman of God. I'm very faithful and I believe in God's will. And I know that he doesn't make any mistakes, even if I'll never understand it for the rest of my life.
Amen.
I know that he don't make mistakes.
He
so
don't.
I'm just riding this out. I asked God before I did this project, before I, confirmed that we would do this. I said, God, if you just want me to be content with what I've already done, I'm going to keep my head held high and I'm going to be so grateful that I've been in the rooms that I've been in. I've gotten the plaques that I've been in. I've gotten the awards and the acceptance that I already have. But if you want me to continue this, I'm going to go harder than I ever went before in my life.
That's right.
And pieces started falling.
That felt so good to hear right now. Yeah.
Yes. Pieces started falling in place because it's got to be him.
God's going to do it.
Yeah.
Every time.
It got to be him.
He's going to do it every time.
So it's just like,
You gonna make me cry.
I'm already crying. That's why I put my glasses on.
I've seen him show up for me in ways like, and I know you can relate. I don't know too much about like you guys in the sense of parents, but I lost my dad, and I know you lost somebody,
recently
your
lost
mom.
my mom.
And trying to push through that while being a creative.
Oh my God. Man,
Do you hear
honestly,
me?
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
So can you talk about that? Because sometimes I feel like I was too young to like lose my pops in a sense and try to push through. And people would ask me all the time, how do I do it? And I'm like, God, literally, that's all I do is talk to that man. And like, I don't know if this would happen for any of y'all, but like, for me, it's a little different, in between. I could pre-record and things like that. So I would do that in between breaks and then cry during commercials.
Yep.
And then somehow suck it up and do it again.
Yeah.
Are you guys all centered with God? Like I always say he's the one who did it for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm really happy to see you still pushing through and like we're friends on Facebook, so I see your statuses and I'm always like, when I see her I want to hug her because I get it.
Oh my God.
Grieving through this is tough.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
And I want to commend you.
Thank you. I commend you as well because we on the same page with that.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Like I say all the time, I'm blessed to have Pops. Pops is turning 89
Shout
tomorrow.
out to Pops.
His birthday's tomorrow.
What are y'all
He's turning
doing?
89 tomorrow. We're doing a huge birthday celebration at Buddy's. And it's also his release party for his album. He's dropping an album tomorrow.
Let's go.
And it's called Ain't Done with the Blues Yet.
I know that's right.
You gotta go. You gotta go. But I tell people all the time, I'm blessed to have him, but I know I won't have him forever. And honey, when that time comes, y'all better know I'm gonna be on a stretcher with a IV bag, honey, because I'm gonna lose it. It's different with dads. That's why I'm saying, I'm
such a daddy's girl.
Oh my God, like I adore my mom. I adore her, miss her so much. But it's mama's boy and daddy's girl. So that it just hit. It just hit. So I'm happy to see you pushing through as well.
I'm happy too because I did not know where I went.
They gonna have to hold me under my arms and make me talk because I'm just gonna be.
But also, like, my friends held me the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, my friends did. My boss, Jay Allen, Bam, held me down.
Jay is the man. Shout out Jay Allen. He's such a good person.
And is that, like, how it is with music? Can you guys, when you're going through something, just take the time off? I was able to take 2 months off. And it was a lot, but I was able to do it, and I was blessed enough.
Yeah, that's good. You needed that.
Were you guys able to do that?
Yeah, I took 2 years off, honestly, because I'm big on mental health. And like my upbringing was crazy, house to house, couch to couch, So when I finally like locked in and like I need God, because everything is just going wrong. I had to go to therapy. I had to really get my mental together, and healing is not something that's just gonna happen.
Not
it's
every day.
It's like, sometimes I'll be good, sometimes I won't.
Yeah.
And I just make sure that I push myself, and like I said, I took 2 years off to really get my mental together before I can like actually start doing any music, because it was the time where it was like, all right, I'm just gonna crash out.
Yeah, we're not robots.
Yeah.
We're not.
I was just gonna crash out, so it was like, let me really start back, like going to church and like really believing and really praying and like really start being a good person and just all around. And like once I got that together, I was able to start moving forward. But it's still like it's still a process.
Yeah.
It's not gonna just happen. Like healing, I don't think I'm ever gonna heal, but I'm just going forward and being better.
Things get easier. They do. But it really is just, you never know. You could be outside and see a billboard and you'd be like, and you just start crying.
A song or anything.
If I drive down Stony, I think about my dad. It's just.
Yep, it'll hit you anywhere.
So, but Counterfeit, we still need to get there. Okay. Counterfeit dropped back in February, I think you said. The visual just came out though, like a couple days ago. So what? I love the visual so bad. What did y'all tap in? Right. Right. With Twista and the guns and the gun range. Like, it's so chaotic, but so good.
Thank
the
you.
foot out the window while you was driving.
Yes.
All of it was good.
Yes. I feel like I didn't, in the run from Infamous Syndicate to DTP Def Jam, it was a lot of me that people didn't see. It was a lot of me that I wasn't able to exercise in studio sessions and in video shoots and things like that. So I've just been waiting anxiously to be able to be in the director's chair, so to speak. The entire project is executive produced by me. I would literally sit in the studio with Scotty, build the beats from scratch, come to the studio with the ideas. I would have the visuals, and that's where we get to the visual for Counterfeit. We did so well with King Size Snicker, with the Players Ball theme and the comedians and everybody coming out and having roles to play. Shout out to Corey B. Shout out to my cousin Tiara. Shout out to D Brown, the comedian. Shout out to Burn Poe, Cold Hard. They all came out.
Heavy hitters.
There was no huge budget. It was just love and gratitude for each other,
That's
wanting
important.
to make something really historic for Chicago. And I think we did that. When we did a lot of interviews, people were like, yo, you bringing fun back to videos. That's what they used to do. They used to bring the comedians in and stop the video and tell a joke. And it was a lot of emphasis on how we shot that video. So here comes the pressure to outdo that one, right? So that's why it took so long with Counterfeit, because I'm like, yo, we just can't just shoot no video, but we just having fun in front of the camera. And everybody is like looking for us to hold this torch. Like they saying how we brought fun back to videos, fun and entertainment and animation. And I'm just like, how do I outdo that? How do I outdo that? And then that's what took so long. I went through how many ideas with you?
A bunch of them.
Yeah, we even bought props and rented
Yeah.
peer spaces and Airbnbs, and it was just like, that's not it. That's just not it. It's just not hitting. It's just not hitting. So I was like, I don't know how we came up with the Thelma Louise. Was it you?
Nah.
Was it me? It was me?
Yeah. It was
Okay, I think I kind of spearhead all of the ideas because I'm such a perfectionist. I don't read comments, but sometimes they do leak through to me and they hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Comments kind of suck
they stick.
sometimes.
So I always want to make sure that everything is perfect. There's any negative comment is just going to be some hate. Is what I want to make sure. So I overthink my overthinking.
Oof.
Okay.
What's your sign?
It's Capricorn.
Okay.
So that had a lot to do with it, and also
I overthink my overthinking is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes, I do.
January or December?
January.
Okay, I'm a January birthday too. But I'm Aquarius.
Yep. So it stagnates you a little bit because your own worst enemy when you
Hell
do things
yeah.
like that. And I think that was a little bit, if I'm just being honest, I could have probably done it sooner, but just me, the person that I am, let that get in the way. But overall, I believe it was definitely the right thing to do because it took that long to get to the concept of the Thelma and Louise and calling friends to get their old school car and getting Clark. Shout out to Clark Airlines who shot all my videos.
Okay.
And to get him on deck with the idea because King Size Nigga was completely my idea, completely my setup. And I like to work with people in a creative space where they have the liberty to be themselves as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, Clark, this is just the basis. This is just the skeleton of it. And I want you to take that and go further with it. So when you see the car go off the building at the end of the video, that's Clark.
That was so good.
Yes. When you see us riding up and down Roosevelt,
Yes.
that's Clark. When you see the camera behind us and you see me in the rearview mirror, that's just all Clark making it cinematic.
That's so fun to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, his editing is crazy.
Yes, it is.
Were any guns really shot?
Oh, girl, what?
Yeah.
I can't wait to release
like, was
the
those
behind the
real?
scenes. Yes, they were.
That shit looks
yes,
so
they were very
good.
real. I hadn't shot a gun since I was like a teenager on New Year's Eve on a
Okay.
rooftop.
Oh my God.
So when we got there, Twista, shout out to Twista. He's really a certified gun coach.
Yeah, he
so
really
if you
is.
got
Right.
your conceal and carry, Twista is the man because he was so thorough and he's so informative and just so he took his time with us, teaching us the safety techniques and how to really handle a firearm because anybody can get a conceal and carry and go buy a gun, but do you know what you're doing?
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna mess around, shoot your homies and yourself in the foot before you even get to who
Get
you're
to
trying
what
to
you
get
need
to. So it's very important to go learn those techniques and those safety measures. So like I said, shout out to Twisty. He took his time with us and just trying to keep up with the Thelma and Louise theme without quoting the whole movie, we were like, okay, well, that's where we can incorporate the gun shooting and stuff. And I think it's very important with the climate in Chicago right now with all these shootings and unfortunate deaths, senseless deaths that are going on behind gun violence, that we really focus on the importance of legally owning a firearm and understanding how to use it safely.
Yeah.
So I really wanted that to be a huge part of the video, even if we had to kind of get away from the Thelma and Louise concept to just kind of focus on that. But Clark is so insane with his visuals that he's so intelligent. He's so far beyond his years that he was able to make it make sense and still give that message.
He did. Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yes.
Like Twista's part.
Yeah. He telling us, okay, ladies, this is why you come over here. You want to shoot it. You want to hold it like this. So, yes, to answer your question, we was really blowing them boys. And we had some blowing. Big joints. We had shoulder problems the next day because we thought it was going to be easy to just go out there.
We had to get on my
side. Yeah. But we did really well. We hit a lot of the targets. So, it to be our first time on a gun range.
That was
like
amazing.
You got to go out there. It's so much fun.
I've never
you gotta
shot
go
a gun,
He's right out in Crete. He's right out in Crete.
Really?
You just
That's
sign a disclaimer. You don't have to have your conceal and carry. You just go out there. He gonna break everything down to you before you go out there. He's gonna personally show you himself. He's gonna let you choose through an array of beautiful firearms.
It's crazy.
He's really a collector.
He reached out to me a while ago about it too.
It's fun. It's fun. And then look, come on, we here and we in this day. You have to protect yourself.
Yeah. And it's so sad. I hate this for us
that
because
Tiny from Escape just sent me a very long, encouraging, and motivating message in my DM.
Tiny's so sweet.
That just, but to be, is it revered? Like, is that the right word?
Like,
to be held to that capacity with artists of her stature, for her to take her time to send me a message, that makes a statement to who I am and what I mean to music. So it's my responsibility to be that to the younger artists in Chicago. To show them, hey, it's bigger than just Chicago.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
You know what I'm saying? You can change the course of your family's life, not just yours, if you're responsible with what you do when you go in that booth. And that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yep. So at the end of the day, like I said, I pray over my city. I pray over these young ladies. And, I was a little rough around the edges when I first came out, and couldn't nobody tell me ish either. But
did you have somebody in your ear?
No, not really, because it wasn't really, it was a little fun
different,
back then. So it was just different for me to come out. The brat was a little rough around the edges, but we still made it fun. Now it's really gang stuff involved in this stuff. It's really gang banging going on.
I think too, like when artists become well known and start getting traction, I don't think that they signed up to be a role model too. No. And it's like, it come with it, G. Like, it happened to me. I was like, I'll just be talking on the radio. Like, you ain't gotta like what I'm posting. And why you mad about my take on stuff? And I was like, oh no, people do look up to me.
You have a responsibility, whether you want it or not. And then I think now even more so, these little kids, the YNs, I can't believe it. And them, did y'all see the age breakdown of YN?
No, what is it?
8 to 14. What?
That's a YN?
No. YN, yes.
I think they go to 18.
No, listen, I'm going to send it to you. Am I lying? Anybody else in here saw that? It's a list, and it tells you the YNs, it tells you the no, shut up. Get out of here.
That's the only one I know.
I'm telling y'all, it's 8 to 14, and I know y'all seen some of these videos where they are 8, 9, and 10. And they using language that grown men use, and they carrying guns, and they gang banging, and they saying stuff, and it's like, oh, that is it. So it wasn't like that when we were young.
No.
It was, get in the house. You can't listen to this. You ain't out here. But now they letting those little kids be involved in everything that's going on that's in the streets. So these younger artists have to pay attention to that and understand what you saying an 8, 9, and 10-year-old is emulating. You have to understand that. I don't care if you don't want to. You have to understand that, because here we are. We not on no major world tours. Chicago has not yet taken over any major award shows with our artists. Because why? Because we too busy in this gang and drill culture that, and honestly, in honesty, they don't push that. You can't push that. You know what I'm saying? You can't push that past Chicago. And I don't know why the elders and the OGs in Chicago don't like make this soak into these artists.
It's like weird because it's like, I feel maybe because they're seeing these artists get signed off of that one drill record that took them to Sony and
but
Capitol.
It ain't getting no brand partnerships.
But after that,
none of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, none of that.
And this is
and that's where the real money
like
comes in.
I'm a part of 2K, and
I saw that.
Like I said, like when you're dealing with like $1 billion, $1 million companies, they want to align themselves with assets, not liabilities. If you a liability, they watch everything you do.
Yeah.
So it's like you pretty much are under a scope, but it's where you want to go in life.
Yeah.
Your career. If you want to go to the top, you gonna have to understand business and being beyond like the crazy mind frame of just wanting to run your mouth and do all kind of crazy stuff and be a liability. Like nobody with money or investment want to deal with that.
Has there been a time in any of y'all careers where that happened, where you were like, shit, I shouldn't have said that?
Yeah, me.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was young, I was mouthy, super mouthy. I lost.
You missed a dope opportunity?
A lot of dope opportunities. I'm
but
not gonna lie.
You talk like you've learned a lot from those situations.
Because when life is going by, you like, dang, like I could have did this, that, and the third, and then finally somebody tell you, the reason why you didn't get this back then is because you was running your mouth on Twitter.
That's a real friend. Mm-hmm. That's a real friend.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, let me be quiet. Let me stop doing that. Let me focus on what I need to be focusing on. And then my doors started opening. Opportunities started opening up and everything.
I love how that happens. Like stuff just aligns when you do better.
It's just life. You gotta learn lessons. You gotta learn. You're gonna mess up. Everybody gonna mess up.
Everybody is. And it's just about how you pick yourself up and bounce back from it. And that's just that.
Yep.
I want to wrap up, but I have so much I want to talk about.
We gotta come back. We got part two. I think we really tapped in on some real stuff.
Run it back.
You and I had a telephone conversation yesterday.
We just
and she
talked
was like,
yesterday.
well, is there anything you don't want to talk about? Now, me, I used to be like, I don't want to talk about Ludacris. I don't want to talk about leaving the label. I don't want to talk about this. But now it's just like, in the days of reality shows and everybody being in on live all day and while you in the kitchen and in the house and stuff, you just gotta let people in. You just had to learn that. I was very private. I didn't want to let people in. I was like, no, that's my business and that ain't yours. But I mean, if I can tell you my pitfalls and my mistakes and my gains and my wins and it help you to be a better person, then I did right.
I agree. Like, I went through it so you don't have to.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Learn from me, please. Let's ask some Chicago real quick before we go.
Okay. Chicago.
This is something I've noticed that I'm just like, what is it? But do you feel like Chicago women in hip hop get the respect that they deserve on bigger platforms nationally?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It just never really happens for us like that. Do you know why? Do you know why?
I've been trying to figure that out, to be honest with you. I've lived in other cities, so I've been like in the industry. I don't know. I feel like we might be a threat. Like I don't know. Like as far as talent wise, that's just my thing. I don't know.
And it's weird because we have some of the wildly talented women here and come out and like.
Oh yeah.
Dreezy's one of my really good friends in the industry, and like she's big. Yep. She's got the platforms, but like. She really deserves more, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
Like the way she be going crazy, and I'm just like, what is it? Because
let's find a solution then.
We are.
So
let's all just like have a meeting and get together and like really figure out like how we can move as a force.
Yeah.
We are the solution. That's why when I started the label, I don't want it to be, solely women driven. But when we start this, the foundation of this is just really about the women. Because like you said,
I'm seeing the men go up.
We need some muscle. We need some muscle, and we need to stick together. Because let's keep it real. A Chicago female artist was the first one to ever go platinum. So we got it. Shout out
We
to the
got
brat.
it. Shout out to the
Shout out to my
brat.
sister, the brat. We got it. It's just something that we got to fight for.
Yeah.
And I think we'll do better if we fight together.
Yeah. I want to be a part of that because I am just tired
Let's
of
do
it.
it.
And I saw it happen for Star Bands, and I love her, and I'm so proud of her.
Yes.
Me and her
Shout out
mom,
Star Band. She going crazy.
Me and her mom are best friends, and like, I'm so happy for her, and I'm glad it's happening for her. I'm watching it happen for Baby Chief do it, and it's just like amazing what's happening for them. And like,
You got to plug me in. I'm so
Yeah.
far away from that age group because ain't she like in a teen?
She's
a teenager.
17.
Yeah,
She's
I know.
young.
I bless her little heart. I
And
see the babies
he's-
going crazy for her.
yeah,
They love it.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I love
and he's
that for
only
her.
22-ish, I think, 23. So it's just something I've always noticed. But with them too, I feel like they'll get there.
Yeah.
But there's so much more than them too that
yeah.
are like hella talented.
Yeah.
But
I think Chicago need to stick together more.
Yeah.
Chicago needs to rally behind each other more. Like the OGs need to be seen at the young ones' concerts.
Yeah.
Supporting in solidarity with them and vice versa.
Vice
versa,
The young
yeah.
ones need to pull up and say, yeah, my mom and daddy used to bump this all the time. I love this. I grew up on this. And then when people see that, it's strength in numbers. And they understand that there's unity here. And we got each other's back no matter what.
Yeah.
But we so segregated. When people look at us, they like, well, they don't even like each other.
don't
Why
even
would I
like each
like
other,
you?
yeah.
because it's something about us here. Like, it's weird. We're like the most anti, but like want to fuck with you city.
Yeah, right. We
And
say we love each other, but we don't show
Yeah.
it. We don't show it. So that's another thing
Yeah.
we try to do. We purposely show up to other people's shows. I purposely share everybody's stuff on social media that I can, and just to set the example. Because I reach out to artists like Drew Gilla, who I think is one of Chicago's greatest artists, MCs. And he's in agreement too. So I saw him kind of like start doing that more, like engaging more and posting
Good.
more, and not, because we have to do that, and that helps it grow, because people identify with numbers. They don't identify with you being over here and you being over there and you being over there. If they see us all on one stage together, they're gonna be like, did you see them?
Yeah.
That's how I want to be. Oh my God, I want my clique to be like that. I want to be like that in my city.
Yeah.
That's what I used to want to aspire to, seeing Biggie and Junior Mafia and
Hell
everybody
yeah.
take over New York, seeing Wu-Tang and they collective take over, and even on the West Coast, seeing the Dog Pound behind Snoop. You know what I mean? Like, you had a team of people and you had the city behind you, and I think that right there is the one move that Chicago needs to fix for us to start working towards the question that you asked.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like we also live in a city where like everything's like, I don't know, it's not cool to do.
Yeah. We gotta
Corny,
shake that.
like,
We gotta
they
shake
gotta
that
knock it
shit,
off,
man. We gotta shake that.
I don't know.
Chicago think they so cool,
Bro.
Everything is just I ain't going out. I ain't going over there. Them goofy. I ain't going over there. Go over there.
Okay.
And support.
Like-
and just like you want somebody to come support you.
It's really that simple.
Yeah.
It's really
Really
that
easy.
simple.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other day, like, I don't be in the clubs no more, but I hear from the DJs and they're always like, just don't even dance. And I'm like,
No,
I
you
remember the last
nah.
time I was in a club, I think it was with you. Remember that place
Out in the burbs.
out in the birds?
Yeah, and that's
shaking,
Yeah.
twerking. Like, we did it all because
Uh-huh.
that's like, it's fun.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fun. It's
and I
fun.
think that's missing. You guys are bringing fun back, and I really like that.
you.
Thank
so much.
you.
That's very important.
Yeah.
because that's longevity.
Yeah.
There's so much going on in the world. People don't want to hear death and destruction all day. People don't want you bragging about what you got and they ain't got all day. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
They want you to uplift them and make them feel good regardless of their circumstances.
Yeah.
So I preach that to my artists as well. Just be fun. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Remember emotion. Remember there's other emotions besides anger and depression. And you have to keep that in your music as well.
I think you guys did such a great job with Run It Back, and I can't wait to see what's next. What's next? What's the next single?
You know what? We got Run It Back. Now, Run It Back is I don't know what you call it. The title song of the album.
Because there is the Run It Back record, right?
Now, when we did that at the release party, jaws dropped.
Yes.
They made us run it back.
Rita Lee, shout out to Rita Lee. Rita Lee was like, "Yo, stop the music.
I'm cracking
Turn
up.
that back on right now."
I'm dead.
Straight know, that's a powerhouse too.
Yeah.
I think Look A took precedence because we did that viral video that's at like 120K now.
I know that's right.
Where I just kind of showed how we were going back and forth, and then I put in the caption that we was doing that Jada Kiss and Styles P. So there's the nostalgia, there's the talent, there's the nostalgia, and we also added a Chicago aspect into it by adding that do or die cadence, that CH, Cadillac, you know, that bop, and I think all of that just kind of grabbed everybody and was like, that's the one. But Run It Back, we rapping on now.
Yeah.
We really rapping. It's not quirky or just, like it's not entertaining like that. It's just rap. So we don't know. So I said we was gonna do a video for Run It Back, like a quick one to try to go viral with that one too, and let the fans decide which one they want first. Okay. But we think it should be Look A.
Look A, yeah.
That's right.
Too.
So, but
that's
I like the
engagement. Because I always ask artists, whenever I interview them, like I always got to listen to the tape right before.
Yes.
And I was listening to it this morning right before, and I'm like, Look A is the one.
That's my baby. That's our baby. That was our first record as soon as we got back in the studio. So that's the baby.
I'm so happy for y'all.
Thank you. We're happy for you too.
Thank you.
Like I said, it's so pleasant to turn on the radio in the afternoon and hear your voice, no matter what type of day you having. You upbeat, you smooth with it. You have such a beautiful voice. It's just like, and then y'all be jamming too. I don't know what DJ you be having, but y'all
Commando.
be jamming. DJ, shout out to DJ Commando.
Yeah.
Y'all be jamming, and like we just had a long conversation about the climate in Chicago. That's so needed.
Yeah.
We need that.
Thank
we
you.
need that. So to have you as well. You be doing it. You won't be trying.
It's been honestly a pleasure. I love hearing from people and saying like, you the reason I got up and went to work.
Yeah.
Or
I know it.
See, I drive Uber, so I be listening to you
love
all
you.
the time.
You're so supportive. You've been so supportive of me for the longest too, G. Like I gotta tell you that.
Yeah.
But I love y'all. Run It Back is
too.
out. 9 tracks.
Too.
There's so much more I want to ask y'all, but I can't. So
we gotta run it back.
We'll just do a part 2.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2.
Let Chicago know where they can follow you and how they can connect with you, and all that.
You ladies go first.
Oh shoot. My bad, I need some water.
Listen,
y'all can follow me, LSTREETZ with a Z, not an S at the end, on all my social media platforms.
Period.
Yeah.
I am your girl, Lil Keisha. Y'all can follow me at everything. I'm Lil Keisha.
Okay, y'all heard it. Well, it's your girl Shawnna. Y'all know me. I've been around for AKA. Y'all can catch me at Shawnna Worldwide on Instagram, and on Facebook you can just catch me at my government Rashana Guy, or you can come down to Buddy Guys and catch me at the bar taking shots with Pops. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you so much to Power 92 for embracing us and always showing us love and being the first to do things for us. I have to acknowledge that because it's the fact. And man, we just appreciate you.
No, you guys are a true family. Yes. I don't ever have to say that. I think you guys know that. And part 2, please, could we make that happen?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Ready. As soon as you're ready, we gonna
love you guys.
Shawnna,
LSTREETZ, Keisha, thank you so much.
Shout out to Biggity Bam. We love you,
Biggity
baby.